Are you gonna get like a close-up look at the ritual that you're actually doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Because if you're just joining us here on YouTube, we're gonna cast a spell.
It's pretty cool.
We're gonna cast a spell.
Yeah, we're gonna cast a spell on you. What's that from Waterboy? His mom's like, you better get back in here for that evil old witch cast a spell on you. Oh yeah, this should be
To
good.
her, everything was the devil.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah, Kathy Bates, you ought to dabble.
Look, Ma, it's the devil. He's on TV.
Look in my notes I just have right here. Dicks out for Harambe.
Hey, man, that's on our stream forever now.
Oh,
Thanks.
right. Well, it was tragic.
149.
Are we ready?
We're on.
Oh, so I can go ahead. Yeah, I need you to help me out here. So, in case you're wondering what's going on,
Can you hear yourself?
oh, of course I can hear myself. I need to turn my phone down though. Shit.
Coming in pretty clear on my headset.
Give me a
Clap
clap test.
test. Do you need a Q-tip for that? Like Mr. Miyagi.
I always wondered. He stopped limping at the end of that movie because he got fixed, or not stopped limping, stopped hurting so much. Was he really fixed at that point? Because I mean,
Oh no, that's kind of like a cortisone shot.
he was still in a
Didn't
lot
fix
of pain,
anything.
man.
You passed the clap test.
Oh, sweet. No clap for me. All right, so what we're gonna do here on YouTube?
Hold on, I gotta hit the can.
Yeah, you got feedback. Twist your cord. It sounds like hell.
This.
Yeah. There we go. We're in good shape.
Sorry, I got the replacement cord for that. I just haven't got time to hook it up.
All right, so what?
Take this.
Yeah, here.
I'm gonna go. I gotta hit the bathroom real quick.
Always.
Well, better now than later.
Let me look at that real quick. Can you turn the laptop?
Yeah.
All right.
So me and Mark, we're gonna cast a spell here while Everett's in the bathroom. What we got brought up here is the Witch's Spell Book. It's a spell book for eclectic witches and other practitioners of the craft, and I think that goes along good with what we're talking about today, which is the dark arts. So we're just gonna do a simple good energy spell. I need some good energy. What about you? Any positive vibes coming my way?
I always need some positive vibes. Nothing wrong with that.
All right, so
How could that be harmful?
right, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is a good energy spell we're gonna do. Hopefully, like brings money our way and shit. But I don't think that's what it's designed for.
That would be awesome.
That's selfish of me. Anyways, okay, so all it says that we need is
Is it selfish? I mean, isn't that the whole point of magic, is to obtain something that you want that you can't really get by normal means?
I mean, that's a very good point. You're probably right. Hell with it. Money too.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
so
we
we got a small magnet right here. We didn't have a magnet, so Everett had to dismantle a hard drive. He was in there beating it with a hammer for the last 5 minutes trying to get these magnets out of there. So we got the magnet. We've got one candle, and it is coconut and mango. Okay, and a flame-proof dish, a soup pot, and a small piece of paper and a pen, which I have. Okay, Mark, so why don't you kind of give me the run-through of what I got to do here to cast a spell.
All right. For this to work, you already named off the ingredients that we got. First you're going to do is you're going to cast a circle, and then you're going to light the candle.
All right. So let me make sure the camera's here. I'm trying to get everyone so they can see what we're doing here.
Back.
Welcome back.
Everett, adjust this camera so they can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to cast a spell.
Adjust that camera.
I'm about to cast a spell right here, this one, so that they can see everything I got going on here.
Now, should this, instead
Right
of
here.
being
Right
personal
here.
for you,
Just adjust this so that...
should it be wishing good energy not only for yourself, but maybe for the viewers, for the show as
Oh,
well?
yeah, good vibes for the show and all the viewers. And then, oh, yeah, we discussed we were going to do money, right? Yeah, okay, so just good vibes for the show and the viewers. I really think that coconut and mango is going to fill this out. It's going to make all the difference on our spell, you know?
It's going to smell like it worked at least.
I almost fell down.
All right, so you ready? So let me know what I got to do here, Mark.
All right. So we're going to have to cast a circle and light the candle. Now, from what I've seen in a lot of movies and what I've read, I assume casting a circle is basically outlining a circle around the candle.
And I do that before I light the candle.
Before you light the candle,
right, so here
from
we
what
go.
they're saying on here.
I got my soup dish, my coconut mango candle. Okay.
And while you do this, you need to be focusing on your intentions the whole time.
Oh, yeah, good vibes, good vibes. That's right.
So Focus on what you want.
Is it just what I want, or is it?
It's what I guess the energy that you're wanting to use it for. So
Gosh, that
for
smells
you
just
and
like
our
coconuts
viewers.
and mangoes. Okay, so I got the candle lit. What's next?
So after the candle is lit, go ahead and sit in front of the candle for a moment and breathe deeply.
Should I like close my eyes?
Try going through the nose and out the mouth. That's usually what they do in a lot of Eastern culture. Yeah, and think about the good vibes, what you're wanting.
In the good energies,
There you go.
out the bad.
There you go.
All right, so what next?
Then write on a piece of paper what you want to happen.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got this.
Write it small. I don't want to have a huge fire in here.
Well, I mean, if it's a
Small.
fire, if we got to do that to cast a spell, we got to
I'm
do.
just saying, there's a goddamn spigot above your head.
Oh.
So don't
Okay,
burn
so
the building.
all right, so maybe I should rip this piece of paper in half.
Yeah, like way smaller. I'm talking like rip it like here. Take fortune cookie.
Matchbox.
I gotta wrap the whole
Fortune
magnet
cookie.
with it.
It's a small magnet. Just be careful.
How about
okay?
that? Okay, so what do we want here? How about
This is gonna make a lot of fucking smoke. That's too much paper. I'm calling it. That's too
all
much
right,
paper.
good vibes and positive.
Fucking fire alarm will be mad.
Good vibes and positive. Positive what?
Positive energy.
Energy. That sounds great. Good vibes. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna put on here. This is a little
Yeah, you
selfish,
lie,
but I've
buddy.
been
That's how
sick.
we
I'm gonna
do.
be like,
That's how we
and
do, buddy.
cure me of my sickness. Cure me of my stuffy nose.
What would you do 5 minutes later if like all your sinus problems instantly went away? Would
I'm
you-
gonna
what-
attribute that to the 2 nasal
would you-
decongestions I took before I got here.
You wouldn't be a believer
I'm
after
saying
that?
it's magic.
Cure me of my stuffy nose. Okay,
All right.
so
Now we're gonna wrap the paper around the magnet. Oh,
wrap the
your
paper.
computer
Too
turned
much
off. There we
fucking
go.
Paper, man.
It's not even gonna. It'll be fine. Look at this. Is that too much paper? It's around a little hard drive
Oh.
magnet.
Is there anything that says I can't cover that with something? Keep that smoke from going crazy?
Well, it might say it at the end here. It says as you're wrapping
Lean
it,
forward.
lean forward as you're wrapping it. While you keep wrapping it, put your
Oh, she's
positive
wrapped.
energies into both the paper and the magnet.
Oh yeah.
Positive energy. Don't burn this motherfucker down.
Imagine it glowing with positive energies. Then then the bright candle. Imagine how bright the candle is.
Oh, it's bright as hell.
Bright as hell.
Smells just like coconut.
And then you're supposed to chant the following incantation.
Oh, all right. Cool chance. I like that. What do we got?
I'm gonna kill every blood. Satan is good.
No, it's a good vibe spell, man.
Sorry, you're right.
This magnet will attract and draw good energy to me.
This magnet will attract and draw good energy to me.
Good things will come my way,
Good things are gonna come my way,
and I'll accept them happily.
and I'll accept them happily. Now tell me I could set this bitch ablaze.
Visualize good things coming to you.
Oh, all right. I'm jumping the gun.
Imagine the feeling as clearly as you can.
Okay.
Then unwrap the paper from around the magnet. Catch it on fire with the candle's flame.
Oh.
Quickly put it in the flame-proof dish. Imagine the energy put in the paper is being released into the world as you do its work.
Energy.
End your right and close your circle. So do a counter circle around it the opposite way you went. And carry the magnet with you to draw good energy.
I gotta carry this in my pocket.
I guess so.
It's got sharp edges.
2 of them there.
Yeah.
Well, you only probably need 1 of them.
So yeah, just carry one of them.
So
Unless now they're sharing it because they were stuck together.
Yeah. Oh, they're totally not coming apart now.
Okay, well that's probably
part of the
the
spell,
spell. It's
yeah.
working.
Holy cow. I feel better already. And it's out. See, we didn't burn anything down. It smells like coconut and mango in here. This is a successful spell.
Oh, look,
I
this
feel
part
like.
right here. Now your soul belongs to Beelzebub.
Shit.
I was not part of this.
All right, so we casted a
I'll
spell.
take this back to Honesty's desk.
Whose? Oh yeah, we borrowed a candle from the gal. Tell her her choice in candles is great.
You feel pretty positive about that now?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure. I hope it went good.
I hate
mean,
to say it, but I feel the same as I did 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I got a bowl full of ash over here though.
Yeah. Too bad we can't smoke in here.
I know, that would be cool.
Yeah, it would be great. But then the fire alarm would go off, the water would come down.
Oh man, this is gonna be a pretty good episode. I'm pretty excited about this.
You know what? I love this time of the year because
Why is Everett Cam on Eric? Oh, Everett Cam was on me because so I could show you guys I was casting a spell. Oh yeah, you said the shit. No, so nonchalant. He said, Eli, I'm here. We're just gonna cast a quick spell. Hey, no problem. You're gonna burn the bitch down.
well, the good thing is he kind of
Spell sounds like a Bad Eagles song.
he did it not just
You
for
changed the
himself, but
station.
fortune for everyone watching as well. So hopefully everyone hits the lottery here soon.
Oh, I hope so.
Just not when I do it, please, because I'd like the money. That'd be a hard thing to share. Hit the lottery and have to share it with like 200 people. Yeah, it would. Stuff like that's happened before.
Oh yeah. How do I get to the live stream here, man?
What do you mean? Man.
You know what I mean,
It's working on mine.
man.
You want me to put it like on Facebook? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you need to do the shares and shit, but I'm saying like the. Oh yeah, here we go, live now, Dark Arts.
Chicky Chonga. Man, I think I need to come up more. What do you think?
You sound pretty good
check.
on mine.
Yeah, you sound fine.
I don't sound. What about whatever I'm talking about?
Nah, you're real
is?
clear.
Why don't you shut up, Mark?
Oh, I think it's gonna be very nice. Could you change the station, man? Yeah, we're gonna change the station, man.
On a dark desert highway, fucking cool wind in my hair.
That's a good question. What does people
Smell
think
of
colitas?
colitas.
What is a colita?
What is that? Is it something you smoke or is it something you drink?
I was thinking alcoholic beverage for
'Cause
colita.
that's a really good guess. I was thinking something maybe you smoke because you could smell it in the air. But then
The
again, you
warm
could smell
smell of
alcohol in the air
colita.
too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I know. You know what the worst smell is? Like when you get up the next day after partying your face off, and then like there's a whole trash bag full of beer cans.
That
That's
smell.
so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Good time.
Of course, I don't drink beer, so.
Not
Dude,
anymore.
I'm telling you, the spell totally didn't work because we were at 6 people. Now we're at 4.
Oh,
They're
wow.
like, this guy's casting a fucking spell.
I'm out of here. Forget this guy. All right, so you got the stuff out so we can start this crazy show
No,
that
I'm
we
looking
got?
for the fucking one smell of colitas.
Oh, you don't need that.
You gotta
We need to
copy the outline?
We need to start the show.
It says warm smell of colitas. Let's find out what colitas
yeah,
is.
COLOITAS.
Wow, it is weed.
It is weed? I
It
thought
is-
that was
it
weed.
is
It
weed.
is weed? No
Yeah.
shit, that's crazy.
It is weed.
Wow.
It says cola is the Spanish word for talos and a nanotail. Marijuana buds are commonly known as foxtails. Colitas is the plural diminutive form, so the line means the smell of buds.
So he was smoking a doobie on his way to
Ramon
Somebody-
tells me you're looking for some
Somebody
mota.
was at Hotel California or something going on
He
there.
said, Ramon tells me you're looking for some mota.
Ramon.
That was a good
He should have
movie.
minded his own business, that Ramon.
I think so.
Didn't that guy get like millions and millions of dollars when he got out of jail? Because he just got out recently.
Oh, George Young?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he get a bunch of money?
Yeah, and I heard he's either writing a book. I think it was a book, but he's doing all the stuff he couldn't talk about in the movie. But now that he's out of jail, he can bring it up and stuff. 'Cause Double Jeopardy.
I'm thinking if
And-
you made all that money and you didn't save some shit somewhere for when you get out of jail, you're dumb.
Oh, he has to have money saved.
Right.
His daughter's probably living a great life too. She probably got a huge chunk of it as she was growing up when it started getting popular. Because that movie did really well.
Oh, yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah,
It was a
it
very
was
good
one of
movie.
his best ones.
So we're getting the
Diego.
shares out, people, and we're going to start the show. So it should be pretty good. I can't wait.
The Black Arts.
Dark, sir. It's kind of like, did you ever see, neither of you guys saw Harry Potter, did you?
Oh, no, gosh, no.
They had a class that they took. It was called Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Really?
Now, well, what do you think that whole fucking thing is?
Right, no, it's a
There was a class
Hogwarts
on
University.
divination where they taught you how to read like tea leaves and shit, all kinds of like all magic classes. It was neat.
That would be a cool school to go to, wouldn't it?
You should, not being a dick, you should watch Harry Potter. It's not that bad. The first few are kind of crappy because they're kids. When they get up to be teenagers, they're not so bad. There's some badass fights and wizardry and stuff. The
What
last
about,
movies are like brutal wars.
really?
Magic wars.
They're a little depressing though. The last movies are. 'Cause
Yeah.
They got like a really dark side to them.
Yeah, everybody gets dying and
Yeah. People you didn't think was gonna die starts dying. Young
Yeah.
people too.
yep, kids, man, he killed them kids.
So are you ready? Are we going to do this?
Anyway, you click
Need that?
here.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm always on the call like a doctor.
Right on.
I'm just making a shitty little post for Facebook. I really feel
shitty
like I
little
need to
post.
increase my volume, but I'm gonna go out in the hallway and just make sure that I'm not crazy. I check it, check.
Crazy about what?
I sound.
Did you already make that post?
Yeah, I made the post.
I can't wait. This is going to be a good show. This is going to be a good episode.
Yeah, this time of the year is my favorite. I'm a Halloween person. Even as a kid, I don't know. I didn't really get into Christmas very much. My holidays were always Thanksgiving. The family got together, and then Halloween because it's the one time of the year where you can really just everyone, even grown adults, can still be kids. You know?
Oh, man, my mom goes all out on Halloween, dude. Just like cobwebs in the backyard with a fake cemetery set up and
Yeah.
like fucking ghosts and shit all over the place. Mom totally goes all out on Halloween.
That is so
she
cool
loves
too,
it.
man. That is really
No,
cool.
dude, she loves it. It's her thing.
I want to.
Matter of fact, it's like every holiday. Mom goes
Every
all out.
holiday?
Yeah, every one. She's got big Rubbermaid tubs full of just decorations and stuff for like Thanksgiving. It's like shit that we made when we were in second grade.
See,
Like
that's
little
cool.
Indians that we colored in second grade. Mom puts up on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Christmas, same way. I made a wreath when I was in like kindergarten. It still goes up every year. You know what I mean?
You know, I think you should change that idea you have from 3,000 to 5,000.
What's that? Oh, really? The idea about the. Okay, well, I had a great idea.
You want to talk about it now or later?
I mean, we'll just do it later then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That said, I think we're about ready.
Yeah, let's start it, man. I'm ready.
I gotta make
Roll
sure.
that beautiful bean footage.
Hey, man, I gotta find it. I don't remember what I did with it.
Well, you better find it.
April says we need to stop saying bean footage, by the way,
Why?
because it's well, not ours. She's got a point.
That's copyrighted. Yeah, I mean that's.
How about you give a? Do you like Bush's baked beans?
Yeah.
Do you really like them?
They're
Are they the
really
best
good.
baked
I
beans?
mean, I like baked beans.
I wouldn't turn
care
them
if they're
down.
Bushy. Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't turn
See,
them down.
now-
They got brown sugar in them.
Now we can't use it
Syrup?
anymore.
Really?
Of course they're the Bushes.
That
Honey
dog
and
knows
brown
the
sugar.
recipe. That dog knows the recipe.
Yeah, he does.
All right, so what's up, man? We ready to roll or what?
Shut up. Looking for something. Yeah, here it is.
Here it is.
Okay. I guess that's it.
All right, let's do it.
Oh crap! I'm not ready. I gotta grab my charger for my laptop.
Son of
Last
a
thing.
bitch.
Last thing.
See, this is why we've been on for like 40 minutes and you ain't got shit done yet. 16 minutes of a live stream and nothing's going on. Damn, Everett. What are you going to do?
This spell sounds like a Bad Eagle song.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think it sounded like Joe Dirt to me. Like, as long as I think positive, good things are going to come my way. You know, like from Joe Dirt.
My favorite line is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
Yeah, making fun of poor little Joe Dirt.
Why not? You know, he always be chiming in.
Yeah, Yahweh. Yeah, Yahweh be chiming in. That was Dennis Miller, I think, right?
Yeah, he's funny, man. He was in that vampire movie from Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah,
It was
Bordello
like
of
the
Blood.
vampire
Bordello
house.
of Blood. Yeah, that's it. Bordello of Blood.
Had Erica Leniak in it as well.
Corey Feldman was in it.
Was he?
Yeah.
Let's
He was
do
the younger
this.
brother in the beginning.
All right, if you're ready, I'll get ready to start our theme music. I'm not saying that anymore though.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to Bush as I can't if it's I don't eat baked beans.
Roll
anymore.
our new intro. Oh yeah.
This
Hi, Jay.
podcast is brought to
How
you
you
by lineupmedia.fm.
Touched by 12 gauge says he didn't get the notification today. We'll have to figure that out.
Sorry, Jables. Hold on, I'm restarting that.
Yeah. Guys, what are you gonna do with him?
Oh, come on, sometimes stuff is muted.
You're listening to Surreal Talk,
Remote.
a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal.
Something's not right, man. Something's not right. Something's bullshit here, and I don't believe it.
Honestly, this crazy shit could be completely possible.
Disclaimer, we reserve the right to be wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I almost found him.
You think you know the whole story? Think again.
Now your hosts, Eric and Everett.
Welcome to Surreal Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal. This is a lineupmedia.fm production, and we are back, as always, on Sunday at 3 p.m. I guess not for the podcasters, though. So, what do we we have Mark back this week. Mark's our guest host. He was with us last week talking about Satan
What's
and
up, Mark?
Satanism.
Hey,
And
what's going on, everybody?
we decided we wanted to bring Mark back this week for the dark arts.
It made sense. I mean, we're talking the dark arts, natural
Right.
extension of Satan and Satanism and
Agreed.
the devil.
Sorcery, witchcraft,
Voodoo.
All goes hand in hand.
I agree. So I felt pretty good about this one. How you guys feel about the dark arts?
I feel pretty
I've
good
always
about
felt
it.
like I've been a practicer of the dark arts, at least in I attempt to.
Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't print out show things.
Show notes. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. But you know what? We'll just have to wing it.
Where's your picture at, Everett? The one you looked for
Oh
so
yeah, you
hard?
could have that. You could have that TV up and then.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do
Yeah.
that. Anyway,
Anyway, so the dark arts, man. What do you think about it? I know when I hear dark arts, I think like black magic, like
That same here, witches, warlocks.
you know. And before this, I didn't know that there was such a distinction between all of the different dark arts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But there's a lot to it. You know what I mean? There's different types of dark arts, if you will.
Yeah, because there's they go back to like even necromancy. I know that's like popular today because of media and
Like
stuff
Warcraft
being
mostly.
Yeah,
Is
but
that related to you?
that was really no, that's the wrong spelling.
Anyway,
So yeah, they like you said, very differentiation. You had druids, you had different forms of Wiccan that falls in druids. Druids, I think, was some of the really hard ones, because they were into blood sacrifice, whole blood magic,
They do blood
astrology.
So when you do like a blood sacrifice, that's I mean, you're mutilating someone, I assume.
mutilating. I mean, it didn't even have to be a person. A lot of them would do animals. And
Animal
is that
sacrifice.
like whenever you see somebody cut their palm of their hand with a knife and slide it down and drip the blood into the little dish?
You know
yeah,
what?
like
Again,
the goblet or something.
Yeah.
or
we're getting way
whatever.
ahead of ourselves though, because there's a few things we wanted to talk about before we started,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
alwa's jump the gun,
Me
but I like
too.
to get the audience into
Me
it
too.
before.
All right. I
before
guess
we bore
first
the
things
shit out of
first, Deja vu, huh?
Yeah. This week's deja vu.
So this week on Deja Vu, I guess it's kind of bringing back, not really jumping the gun, but from last week I was wanting to know what was the difference between devil worshiping and Satanism.
I sneeze.
I think Satanism is more of an established
like a
hierarchy of
religion.
religion, yeah.
Right.
And then you got devil worship, and it's more of like a loose term of saying they worship the devil, or they pray to the devil, or something.
shit,
yeah,
devil
yeah,
worshiping.
No shit. Couldn't
Devil
figure that one out,
worshiping
yeah.
worships the devil.
I guess the word on lack of words, more of like it's a way to
pagan type
define
of-
them,
yeah.
kind of define what they're doing.
Sure, okay. Well, another thing I got is we got an email from a guy named Keith W. He says, "What's up, guys? Just finished the Satan Ep 2. Y'all briefly mentioned backmasking, playing music backwards. There are tons of videos on YouTube about it. Most are bullshit. But a few artists have messed around with it. My favorite is Weird Al Yankovic. In his song Foil, I believe he says something along the lines of, 'You have too much time on your hands.' Great show as always, Keith."
He's got a point there because,
We do have a great show as always.
well, no, I was talking about that. I was talking about we have too much time on our hands because we listened to Foil backwards in the studio today. To
We
just,
ain't heard shit.
I didn't
and
know
we
what I was
didn't
supposed to
hear
be
it.
listening
Yeah,
for.
I mean, I thought I could make out murder, but
Yeah, I thought I heard the word murder once.
but I probably just wanted to hear
Maybe
that.
a racial slur or two, but
I don't think. I
thought
didn't
I
hear
heard
that.
I don't know. I was thinking of something like almost like a Mike Tyson. Like all of a sudden he's gonna be like, "I'm gonna eat your children" or something, and go.
no, it's supposed to say you have too much time on your hands.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Though.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
it at all.
There's
But,
the famous version of it though, like Paul is dead from I think it was Helter Skelter or
Yeah,
Revolution
yeah,
number 9. Yeah, it was
yeah.
number
Number
Revolution
nine's
number
what
9.
it was. Yeah, that's
But I don't know.
that's pretty crazy shit, man.
What if this is actually like a deploy by Satanism or Satanists to get you to like pray? So everyone that does one of these backwards, they're really actually casting a spell on themselves, and they're making it seem like there's a conspiracy. So many people will go and just
The
watch
double
'em.
conspiracy, huh?
Yeah, like they just go and watch them, man.
Ooh, I
and they're
like
like,
it.
"Hey, we'll get it popular because people are gonna want to check it out now." We'll get them to cast spells on themselves.
Wasn't it
unwillingly.
Judas Priest who had the court case where the kid killed himself because he listened to it backwards and shot himself?
That's right.
Yeah, that was Judas Priest, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think he was found, obviously not guilty of anything.
Yeah, I mean, how could you?
Come on.
Got no control over all the millions of people. out
Oh,
there.
we're gonna have a call-in show again. I forgot to talk about that.
Okay, yes. November the 6th, around our same bat time, 3 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time.
Get those emails and messages to us because we want to line out, if possible, who all's gonna be like.
Right. I was kind of busy this week, so we had several people email me with interest in it, and I've had a chance to say to most of them, hey, hold on a week, I'll get back with you. I was busy all week in a meeting, like a week-long meeting. It was both great and horrible. Long story short. But send us your emails, info@surrealtalkpodcast.com, or message us on Facebook, tweet at us. Long story short, you're probably going to be dealing with me in email, so might as well
Yeah.
start there.
But yeah, so it's the call-in show is anything you guys want to talk about. If you want to ask us what we think about subjects, your things that you want to talk about,
You
stuff
want
that
to
we
yell?
haven't
You
mentioned.
want to yell at Eric because he's a fool?
That could be
That's
too.
probably half the emails I've gotten. Oh, he's going to sneeze. Did you make it?
I got to call it. That one went away.
I still want to know about Hoffa. That's like one of my biggest.
Well, I think a lot of people are
curiosities.
curious about Hoffa.
Where's
I mean,
Jimmy Hoffa?
the movie kind of feels like it explains it, but still, what happened to him?
I mean,
I watched the movie. It was okay. It was a Danny DeVito movie. Did you know
Jack
that?
Nicholson. Yeah.
Danny DeVito directed it. Did you know that?
I didn't
Oh,
know
I didn't know
that.
he directed. I know it's pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, he was like the stoolie, like Hoffa's little buddy, but he
Yeah.
actually directed it.
Yeah, it was a good movie. But I'm a big fan of Jack Nicholson too. So
Who is it?
handle the truth.
Jack
Jimmy
Nicholson's
Hoffa?
great. No, who isn't a big fan of
Oh.
Jack?
I liked him in The
Nicholson?
Departed.
Departed was an excellent
yeah.
movie. That's probably one of
Yeah,
my
Tuber, I'll
favorites.
get you something out of it.
And he was an awesome devil in Witches of Eastwick too.
He was all right.
Yeah, he was.
Witches
I
of
think it
Eastwick.
was really great.
That was kind of
they
like
were
a school
witchcraft,
also,
too.
right?
No,
the
they
three
were
of them.
three.
They had the big. No, that was.
Those are like a coven more.
Yeah, but they didn't know they were witches. They kind of found out as time went by, and they
that
summoned the
sounds so
devil,
familiar.
and then they did a lot of witchcraft through the movie and stuff, and that's how they banished the devil. It's pretty damn
Yeah,
good.
call
though.
us if you like the Witches of Eastwick. Send us an email any which way. Get a hold of us.
So what are we doing Wednesday?
This coming Wednesday on the 19th, we'll be in Alton, Illinois, at the famous McPike Mansion. It's supposedly a haunted house. What do you know about the McPike Mansion?
Ooh, I know a little bit about the McPike
Well,
Mansion.
gimme.
I know it's been on TV a lot over the years.
Wait, oh, you want stuff now on the McPike Mansion?
What, you were-
You're putting me on the spot. Okay, so the McPike Mansion it's just like a huge
All
mansion
right, I got this.
over the bluffs. No,
It's not even really over the bluffs.
Yeah, it's kind of in the center of Alton.
16 acres of land, and it's known as Mount Lookout Park.
Okay, let me give the
So
history.
why would it
This
not
is
be
from
a-
their website. Let me hit it from their website. How
That's
about
where
that?
I'm at.
Let me just shut up. Just shut up.
You just read.
Okay, the house was built in 1869 by architect Lucas Pleifenberger. And the original owner of the mansion was a Henry Guest McPike.
He was a guest.
No, he wasn't. It was his house. The McPike family owned 15 acres, not 16, then known as Mount Lookout Park. You said
that
that.
says 15.
You got to get your eyes checked, brother. Here in McPike, a horticulturalist perfected as a McPike grape. The family lived in their country home until 1936. It's interesting to think of it as a country home because it's right smack dab in the middle of town now.
Yeah. Well, I think back then, though, that wasn't really
Probably
so much
was
the
a
middle of
country home.
town. Yeah.
It's haunted.
That's what they say. The house has changed hands several times since the original owner. The building has been home to Brown's Business College. It was later owned by Paul Lacheninger, who rented rooms in the house to other occupants. So I guess it's almost like a halfway house. Well, not a halfway house. Bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
The house has not been occupied since the 50s before weather and vandals brought extensive damage to the structure. The mansion features 11 marble fireplaces, beautifully carved stairway banisters, all of which have been stolen during its abandonment. Intricate carved trim still border the ceiling in one of the front rooms. The McPike Mansion today is owned by Sharon and George Lukey, they're the ones inviting us up to take a look at it.
Really?
Yep, who have been trying to nurture this great house back to its regal state. It's readily known today for its hauntings in some paranormal circles. So, I mean, yeah, if you search on the internet, you're not just going to find their website talking about Haunted McPike.
I know it's on some of the Alton tours.
All the haunted tours. Well, every Halloween those haunted tours open up. There's several of them. Anyway, I think I'm pretty sure George and Sharon also run their own haunted tour as well. But we'll talk about that Wednesday.
Okay, so like the whole deal with the McPike Mansion is that there's a bunch of eerie shit that happens there,
Yeah,
right?
You get the places, lots of orbs in your pictures. The balls of light,
like entities in the pictures behind you.
right.
And stuff
If you
like
take
that.
pictures of the house, there might be a figure in the window, shit like that.
About
Wow.
10 years ago, they had it for Halloween on McPike Mansion, and one of the things they did have was they went down into the cellar, and in the cellar there was videotaping, and they could see this mist, but it would change up randomly on its own. It never actually followed any kind of...
Isn't that where we'll be? We will
Yes,
be in
we'll
the
be in the
cellar.
cellar.
That's where I think they say a lot of stuff actually goes on is in the
Yes,
cellar.
this is the focal point of the many energies. We're going to go down there with a spirit box. So
I don't know. I didn't know what a spirit box was until Everett told me that
this
he
is
had
something I
bought
found
one.
out on the internet just in my weird ramblings these days, which goddamn the show's got me looking up weird stuff. So a spirit box is like a combination AM FM radio with the antenna just jerked out of it basically, and you ask questions and you continuously tune looking for just
Answers?
talk. Right, answers from from the astral plane or the ghost realm or wherever the fuck.
And
these
we're going to
answers-
do this.
We're gonna do this.
We're gonna
I've
do
ordered
this.
it. Should be here tomorrow.
So how will we be?
You should do the pendulum, too, while you're asking questions. We'll try a
Yeah,
couple
you were saying about
things
that
out.
earlier.
Yeah.
So there's some sort of like you just hold a rope, just to make a pendulum, and maybe you tip it in silver, and you ask a question and start to see if the pendulum itself moves in response to your questions. I don't know how you get a yes or no answer out of that. Maybe you say,
Yeah.
if you move,
left
that means
is
yes.
yes. Left is yes. Right is no.
Well, if it goes left, it's got to go right. It's not like it comes back, stops at center, and
Okay,
moves
so
back
maybe
out.
the
I think what you're looking for is if you're holding it, if it moves like this, or then it starts to go into a circle. or stuff
Interesting.
Like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not
Different.
an expert on it, but that's what.
Right.
I also want to try to find, and if anybody could help me, send me. I want to try to summon a demon. Long story short,
No.
we're going to be in this haunted house where there's been shit going down in the basement. I want to summon a demon.
I'll do it with you.
Here, this is what Everett
I'm
tells
down.
me today.
I'll do it with you.
I called him and he's like, "Yeah, somebody needs you to produce a demon." What? And he's like, we're gonna go to the McPike Mansion on Wednesday, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to find a spell because I told him I was casting a spell here today. So he wants me to find a spell so that I can produce a demon, and I'm like, that's a pretty tall fucking order. So
What you
I'll
do
try.
is raise them up and then bring them on to Sunday's show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if we can get a
raise the
demon-
spirit and then bring him on.
He's
the
not
show.
staying at my house till Sunday.
Fuck, he's got to stay with you. I can't have.
I guess
him.
you can just chill in the McPike mansion basement. We'll go pick him up Sunday morning.
We'll leave him here.
My old lady won't let my kids get a cat. What do you think she's
We're
going
not
to do?
leaving
Try
him
to
in
bring
my
a
What's he
office.
gonna
demon
do
home?
about a demon?
We're not leaving him in my office.
He can be in your office,
No,
I think.
no. All right, I guess we ought to get on to the meat, huh?
The dark arts.
So let me scroll back up here on our list. Yep, dark arts. What exactly are the dark arts? What are some of the most common dark arts you guys have known?
Well, I know about black magic, and well, I don't know like everything about it, but
I thought you were a shaman.
Well, wouldn't
Yeah.
black magic be pretty much another name for the dark arts? Shouldn't it
Well-
be like an individually, like kind of?
I think so. It's
a
like
a
all-encompassing.
study. Yeah, you
it's
know,
just like a catch for all of it. But
one
it's-
guy studies physics, one guy studies geometry.
And who's to
things
say
like
it's
that.
black?
scientists
Yeah.
or whatever.
Like, who's to say it's black? Is it the church saying it's black? Is there white magic? I know there's white
There
magic.
is white magic, yeah.
What if
But
it's real
wouldn't the church-
primal though? You know,
But wouldn't the church, though, think even white magic is devil?
I would assume. So.
I mean, yeah, because they don't.
It's magic.
It's magic.
that church that really
Well, they
doesn't
call
like
that
a
the
miracles
left-handed
performed
path.
outside the church. You know,
Right, you're not praying
it's
to
kind of like
Jesus to get this
competition
to
at
happen.
that point.
Well,
Right,
they call
yeah.
that white magic the left-handed path, and it's benevolent white magic, and also the black magic is the right-handed path, malicious black magic. And black magic is just magic involving invocation of evil spirits for strictly evil purposes. So, I mean, that's,
Negative stuff.
yeah, all negative, all negative.
Interesting.
Yeah, what about sorcery? Sorcery, that was another, like, catch-all
Sorcery,
that
you
I
always
got,
see
was just
wizards practice sorcery. You know what I
Like,
mean?
Yeah.
sorceress.
You know, when I think of sorcery, though, I think of the Middle East sorcery. Like, you ever seen the movie Wishmaster and things like
Sure.
that? Yeah,
I think
that's
of-
mine goes to.
What I think of is the chick from Willow, the one...
Bavmorda?
Bavmorda, that's right, Bavmorda. That's
Yeah.
who I think of. She was a sorceress.
yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
All a
Bavmorda.
sorceress is a female sorcerer.
Pegs.
Diablo
They're
2, also
all
playable
pegs.
character. You know, sorceress. And
I
that's
have not played it.
yeah.
Touched by a 12 gauge says, yeah, the spirit boxes talk like the new Bumblebee
Oh, that's
and the
not cool.
Transformer movie.
Is that how that works? Is you're like, oh, you ask a question and you get the radio station go, and the gas prices are $3.17 a gallon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that must mean yes.
Yeah, it tunes in a random radio station, like, just for whatever you want to do.
I hope that's not how it works. I hope we get
Gosh, that would be cool.
I am watching you or something cool like that.
That would be awesome.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
Well, what about that movie 13 Ghosts? Was that sorcery that they were using? I
Yeah,
mean,
some
or
sort of
necromancy.
witchcraft- probably necromancy. 'Cause
Necromancy?
Necromancy is dealing with, dead spirits. Hold on, let me hop on.
Necromancy is the practice of communications with the dead, especially for future predictions.
Well, that's what they were
Divination?
doing. He wanted to see into the eye of hell, the Oculus, to see future.
Oh, the
events
13
and
ghosts?
Yeah, that's what
Oculus
the whole goal
Infernum.
was. Yeah, and he was
That
using the
Latin
ghost to
for
power
IFL.
it.
Yeah, gosh, that was such a great movie.
Yeah, it was.
13
Matthew
Ghosts
Lillard,
was
he's
so
awesome,
good.
man. I
yeah.
like that guy.
He is pretty
Wasn't it
good.
Monk in that movie? Tony Shalhoub?
Yeah,
Monk
he was.
was in the
Monk
Monk.
was in it. Yeah.
That's Monk's only non-monkey role that I could ever
Non-monkey.
So was
non-monkish role that I
the American
ever
Pie
seen.
girl too. She was in it. Shannon or
Elizabeth Shannon.
Elizabeth
Yeah,
Shannon.
she was in that. That's right. That was the
She got attacked by the
housekeeper.
jackal, man.
Oh yeah.
No, she was the daughter.
Jim?
The
Oh,
black
that's right.
chick
She was the daughter.
housekeeper.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Come to me, Jim.
Yeah.
I do a horrible version of her voice.
So warlocks are just male witches.
That's pretty random, but
Yeah.
witchcraft is something.
Yeah, but well, I was thinking about like warlocks. Warlocks are just male witches, right?
Yeah, it's witches and warlocks, sir.
Witches and warlocks. What is a witch?
A witch is
Somebody
a
that practices
female
witchcraft. A female warlock. Great answer.
Warlock. Duh. Dipshit. They wear black hats, have big green noses. And,
Name
Ride
Samantha
a bird.
Stevens.
Big warts right here.
right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Wicca. You guys ever heard of Wicca? Like,
Wiki. Yeah,
I know not-
Wiki. I use Wiki when I research.
no, you guys ever watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yes.
I didn't watch
The
it.
movie or the show?
But apparently, the girl from American Pie, Allison Hannigan, ended up being on How I Met Your Mother. She was a Wiccan in that show,
Yeah.
some sort of witch. It's like a religion these days or something.
Well,
Really?
Like I don't know what it really defines it, but I know like mainstream will separate it. Like Wiccans are supposedly good, witches are bad, or either.
Is that really? Huh?
That's what I think of it when I get it a lot of times, because they'll like every time I see a Wiccan in a movie or TV show or read about it in a book, they're always good people. You know, nature using, primal energy using, fire, water, all that stuff, elements. They
reminds
don't.
me of the Chinese magic too.
Yeah, because I did watch that show. For her to go bad in one of the seasons, she had to go to all the dark art books, and she just basically sucked all the energy out of it, and then became evil. So before that point, she was just kind of.
Is that show really worth watching?
I liked it, man. It'll probably be different for you now because the years have passed. But when it came out, it was the shit.
They
I
had
liked
Sarah
it a lot.
Michelle Gellar, right?
Yeah, and what was cool about it is I've heard this quote from somewhere else, but what was different about that show is usually the monsters chase the pretty girl, but in this one, the pretty girl chases the monsters.
That's not bad. It was a Joss Whedon show who also did Firefly and he did all the Avengers
Yes.
movies.
And he did the spinoff of Angel from
Angel,
Buffy.
yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was more of a guy show. That really was.
Angel, I liked the guy in it, but I didn't like him in that show. I liked him in
David
Bones.
Boreal.
Bones, yeah.
Yeah, he was
whatever,
good
yeah.
in Bones.
Years ago, he appeared on like the early Saved by the Bell episode as a bully that couldn't read.
Really?
Picking
I
on
don't remember that
Screech,
one. I thought
yeah.
I'd seen all of those. All right, what about divination? What do you guys know about divination?
It's divine.
No, that's not at all what divination is.
Okay, then nothing.
Is that like something to do with summoning spirits in a way?
Well, the internet's definition of divination is the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means.
Really?
So basically anything like Ouija board, reading tea leaves,
that pendulum thing I was talking about.
throwing sand up in the air and watching the way. Well, there's tens of types of examples of people reading the future, from throwing out the bones or reading the dice.
Or like tarot cards?
cards.
We
Yeah.
talked about Willow. Remember the old man? Willow,
Yeah.
I will throw down the bones and get your future.
Oh, yeah. He's got little phalange bones that he
Yeah,
just throws on
chicken
the
bones
ground.
or whatever.
Yeah, they were chicken bones. That's right.
One of my favorite, though, I do know about divination until you said something I didn't know that's what this fell into, was scrying.
Scrying.
Yeah, they would use a crystal and they would have it tied a piece of rope or something, look like a necklace, but they would do it. That show Charmed, you ever watch that?
No.
Oh, Shannon Doherty.
Yeah, Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa
and
Milano.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but what they would do is they needed to find something. They would hold it over a map and it would like drop to the location.
Touched by a 12 gauge says demonic wrath is a warlock and practices Wiccan weekends are like modern day pagans.
No shit.
Wow.
That's his
I
brother.
didn't know that. That's cool.
So we know a Wiccan.
All right,
A
well,
warlock.
touched. Is a Wiccan a good witch, and witch is defined as a bad witch, or
Yeah,
is
get
it
back
the
to us
same
on that.
thing?
Somebody on our YouTube chat set us straight. Anyway,
Set
let's
us
move on and
straight.
talk about some astrology. So apparently that's a dark art as well.
I'm a Taurus.
That goes back to Druids. They was big practitioners. of it.
Druidism.
Druidism.
I don't know if I'm a Taurus anymore since they fucking changed it.
They
or
added a
whatever.
13th one, I think.
I know, man. What the hell?
Hold on, let's
I'm
get
pretty
the
sure
new
I'm a Taurus. I've been a
astrology.
Taurus my whole life.
I'm a Pisces.
I've always been a
That's what
Pisces as
Jesus.
well. What's your birthday?
Third.
Now I can steal your identity. I'm not telling you mine. Fool! I can't believe you fell for that.
What year?
1910.
Close. I look good for my age.
82.
Damn, I'm not that old yet.
Okay, let's see.
I was born in 83.
Taurus is now
Wow,
May
you're
3rd. You're in Aries now.
What?
You got moved to Aries. You're April 18th
Bullshit.
to May 3rd. Yep.
Look for the March 3rd. See what that falls. See if I'm.
No.
You're an
fucking
Aquarius now, pal.
I'm Aquarius. Really? I had a cool one, man.
I am still a Pisces, so that's cool.
I'm gonna be
I'm an
Aquarius.
Aries now?
Yep.
That sucks.
So check that out. Okay, here's the whole new thing since that changed. Capricorns are now January 20th to February 16th. Aquarius is the 16th of February to March 11th. Pisces March 11th to April 18th. Aries April 18th to May 13th. Ha ha. Taurus May 13th to June 21st. That's a long one.
Don't you have a tattoo of your?
No, not,
okay.
not
I
me.
thought you had one on your leg or something. Man, imagine that. If
Oh,
someone had
I
it,
know a lot of people got
I
Libra
know
like
somebody that does have one like that,
Yeah.
and it changed.
how pissed would you be?
We were talking about her earlier. She's the guy's girlfriend, SAR or whatever. and
Oh, yeah.
She's got that tattooed on the
You're
back
right.
of her.
SAR is her name, Sarah.
Yeah.
Man, that was way good job at keeping her name is. Let's spell the first part of it.
Hey, I mean, he got the point. I didn't have to call the chick out on live on YouTube.
I did. Okay, Gemini is June 21st to July 20th. Cancer, July 20th to August 10th. Leo, August 10th to September 16th. Virgo, September 16th to August 30th.
I like what Cass said.
Libra, October 30th to November 23rd. That's a short one now. Oh, no, that means it happened to April's mom. She has the Libra. My wife's mom has the Libra tattoo of the scales, like the justice scales. She just had her birthday. Oh, wait a minute. No, she just had her birthday. Okay, she's fine. Never mind.
False alarm.
Boy, you screwed that one all
Yeah,
up.
well, it would have been crazy. Sorry, she's probably not listening. But sorry, I got your birthday wrong for a minute.
So since they added the 13th back,
Blah 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 blah.
would
Find
this
it
be the
yourself.
traditional symbols then? Like if they added the 13th, like this is what we would traditionally would
What's
have
it
been
called,
in ancient
Ophelius?
times.
Oh, Phyke or Hold on.
Ophelius or something like
So
that.
technically, I always should have been an Aquarius because we originally had a 13-month calendar.
No, I think what it is that now that we are aligned with another constellation that we weren't previously aligned with. I think because that's all it is constellations.
I thought they was
and I
adding a
think
13th month back in the system.
No,
or
I
something.
think that the Earth is now
Ophiuchus.
based on our movement.
Ophiuchus, yeah.
Is now aligned with the 13th constellation, so they had to add another fucking sign in there.
They did too. They went from Leo to Cancer.
Oh, yeah. Eli says he went from Leo to Cancer. Sorry about that.
Hope you don't have a tattoo.
I donate. Yes, I donate every month to the foundation.
Do you really, or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying that. Yeah.
That's cocksucker.
I
right
know
there.
it is. That shit is lame,
Dude, now,
that shit is lame. Now
you
got to
make. Now you have to.
I know, because it's a dark art show. If not, I feel like I just burnt a good vibe spell and everything, and here I am lying.
You're going to hell. All right.
First class, man.
I know, right?
So, have you heard of augury?
Augury. Yeah, that's where you get that thing where you're going to dig your post holes.
I do it every time I put a fence up.
That's
Yeah.
an augur.
Oh.
Augury is the practice of reading omens. So
Then-
somebody you
then
can be
no,
like,
I haven't heard of
that's
that.
a good omen. You know what I mean? People who can recognize good and
Yeah.
bad omens.
Yeah, like
They-
a hawk flying over you.
Yeah, like if you know that that's
Just
a good
never seen a
omen.
young hawk flying.
And my soul began to rise. That's some Bob Seger's good stuff.
That's right.
But no, that's called augury. People who understand and practice and read omens.
Year one, wasn't that what that one? Or no, wasn't year
No,
one?
he was a. You're talking about KG, Kyle Gass. He was a.
No, not him. The high priest, when he'd cut it open and he'd say, you know, this is this and this
Did he
is
just
this.
fill
And he's
his
like, well, what does it
bowl?
mean? Well, it makes a happy face, so it makes me happy.
I don't know what the fuck you guys.
Oh
are
yeah,
talking
no, he
about.
had the entrails on
Yeah.
the table and shit. That's exactly what he was doing. Was reading the. He was like supposed to be reading the
Yeah.
future. Like they had the entrails, and it makes a happy face. So it makes me happy.
Yeah,
that's
so it was
right.
good
the high-
vibes, I
The high
guess.
priestess was like reading the.
If
whole
you ain't
deal.
seen it, watch. It's really good.
He's seen year one.
Yeah, I didn't dig it.
Did he just hurl his bowl at someone?
that was excellent.
I
How
did not dig
fantastic!
it.
You didn't really like that?
I didn't think it was that good.
Oh,
Great
I
movie.
laughed hard in that movie.
You guys, there's a couple.
Oh, I did. I
sandwiches.
totally laughed hard at that movie.
Okay, there was another one I found called I Ching.
Yu Ching what?
No, it's
I Ching. I've never even heard of that.
okay. I Ching or
What?
Classic of Changes is an 18 ancient divination text and the oldest of Chinese classics, possessing a history of more than 2.5 millennia of commentary and interpretation. The I Ching is an influential text read throughout the world. Okay, so I guess I'm wrong. It's a book apparently of spells and shit, old Chinese stuff. Let me keep reading here. This is Wikipedia, by the way.
Oh yeah, the wiki page, eh?
Okay, anyway, providing inspiration to worlds of religion, psychoanalysis, business, literature, and art. Originally a divination manual, okay, in the Western Zhou period, so which that's 1000 to 750 BC, roughly. Over the course of the
was a
Warring
zoo
States
back then.
period, early imperial period. It was transformed into a cosmological text with a series of philosophical commentaries known as the Ten Wings. Blah, diddy, blah, blah, it's Chinese magic.
Could you be any more monotone when you read?
Would
I know,
acupuncture? Or how do you say it?
Acupuncture?
Yeah, would that fall into like Chinese magic?
What
in
could
a
I
way?
say it does?
My boss gets acupuncture.
I call that dark art.
He's an,
I
he's
hear
an
a lot of people
85-year-old
say
man.
It's a holistic medicine, so that it's not science.
Right.
It's outside of science. It's outside of
He,
religion.
he
It's
said
dark.
it makes his back feel better.
I heard that they got a method where they can do it and they can stop a cigarette craving. They know a spot on your body where they can hit with a needle and they can stop
Oh
it
no!
for so long.
Another
until
guy
you-
at work does that. He has these little things in his ears right here, and they're supposed to stop him. He gets them. It's like a piercing almost right on that little thing there, and he gets them like every 6 months, and they keep him from craving cigarettes.
Yeah, if it was like $50 a month for me, I spend
honestly
probably a
think
couple
it's a mind
$100 a
thing,
month
but
in
he
cigarettes.
I put it
totally
right up
does.
there with chiropractors.
It looks like a staple right here. No, dude, I used to think the same thing about chiropractors. You just
It's not science.
It doesn't have to be. When you have a hurt back and you go in there and you walk out like, oh my god.
They can pop your back. They can find out
Right.
where your nerves are.
I
like,
can
That's
contest.
what they
It's
study.
good stuff. I
It
had
is.
a
It's a
migraine for
study.
3
I find
months.
it to be more art.
And then they
than
popped
science.
a certain way.
I don't care
and
what you call it.
migraines went away.
I don't care what you
I thought I
call
was
it.
going crazy 'cause I had headaches every day.
How aligned your skeleton is, and like I mean they can even cure like if your shoulder's hurting, they can fix that. A chiropractor can. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be black magic. You know what I mean? Honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff though.
There's also something called demonism. I didn't take the time to look up, but that's a thing.
Probably about
That
demons.
probably falls in with the King Solomon kind of deal because he was always summoning demons. He summoned like 72.
That's
of them.
Suleiman, not Solomon, isn't it?
No, Solomon did it.
Was
That's,
it Solomon?
that's where they
It
got
was
the
Suleiman.
key of Solomon. It's like a design that you would draw out to summon the demon and to hold the demon.
You learn something new every day. It's not a pseudoscience for. It's a form of therapy, he says, and I think he's right. It's not pseudoscience. It's a form of therapy.
No, he says it is a pseudoscience.
Oh. No, it's a pseudoscience.
Yeah, so why don't you learn to read?
Okay, so I'm
Seriously,
against you on that.
Can we have an intervention real quick?
What?
You got insurance through work still, right? Or
Yeah, of
somewhere?
course.
Go get your goddamn eyes
I don't
checked.
have vision insurance.
Why not?
Because they don't offer that. They just offer medical and
Baloney.
dental. And their dental's garbage.
You know how much vision costs? It's like $2 a month.
I mean,
So you can have
if
a
we're just
pretty
talking about that,
smile,
I
but
could
you
just go
can't
to
see in the
America's
mirror.
Best. They got 2 for $69.99. Free eye exam.
Go do it.
Well, I don't need glasses.
Yeah, you can't read something that's really large at 4 foot away.
I wouldn't say really large. That's kind of like debatable. That's, perspective.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Dude, if you couldn't read that from here, you would not pass a driving test.
No, I did last time I had to take a drug test at work. I went to the lady and I was like, "Hey, can you give me an eye test too?" And after I was done, she's like, "You don't have a CDL, right?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Good."
So let's talk about spellcraft.
Oh yeah, different types of spells. I got some good black magic spells I want to talk about.
So you tried some magic at the start of the show.
I did. I cast a spell for all you podcasters. You'll have to get on YouTube and watch it. I cast a good vibes spell before the show. I'm not honestly sure how it worked, but
I don't feel any good vibes from you.
no. I think
I had to destroy. We had no other magnets in the office that I could easily get a hold of. So I took an old laptop hard drive and beat it with a hammer until it exploded.
And then we used a mango and coconut candle. Yeah.
We satisfied the what they called for.
And our fireproof dish was a soup bowl.
And he did the chanting.
Yeah,
chanting.
yeah, I did the
Yep.
chanting.
And he
so, I mean,
thought about the good energies. And you still got the magnet on you, right?
yeah, oh yeah, no, it's right over here.
You know, they didn't give us a time frame. How long do you have to carry that thing around with you?
Keep it in your pocket. That's probably why it's not working. You got it sitting on the desk.
Well, I mean,
You're like leaking out all the good energy.
my laptop hasn't shut off yet.
Well, who knows then?
Right, well, and this thing's
So
junk.
one type of a spell is called a death spell.
Oh yeah, death spell.
So what do you think they do?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with
It
kills
probably
you.
isn't good vibes.
Yeah, they kill you. But did you know that they are
As a subset of health spells in general. Of course, I knew that.
You're looking at my links, aren't you?
No, I'm looking at the same. This is just we've searched the same. I'm almost certain of that. Everything we do, we search the exact same. Because I'm going to go ahead and finish it. These death spells are some of the most powerful spells in this book.
You know what I don't
Is that
see
the
up
one you
there?
got?
Yeah.
Right. More free death spells. Resurrection, 7 things taken. Oh, that's a revenge. Blood curse. The calling of Lucifer. Curse by voodoo. God, there's like 50 of them. Bloody revenge. Curse of fear. Death by voodoo doll.
Ooh, the game death.
That's
That
going
looks
to be
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like some purge.
The Bloody Mary spell. God, no, there's way more than 50. There's like 500.
Death spells?
Yeah. And
How
there's,
many different ways can you die? It's like the Chinese hells.
dude, there's a lot.
Skinned alive, boiled alive.
The hell of being cut down upside down.
The hell of the upside down
How to be
hanging
skinned
sinners.
alive.
Chinese have a lot of
You know
hells.
what I didn't notice that you didn't have up there? Love spell.
Is that dark?
Well, think about it. Like in most
Maybe, I
movies
guess.
and portray it, love spells are so horrible because you like create
the
this
curse of a broken
insatiable
heart.
urge for someone to love you, and they.
I guess it's evil to that person. They didn't want to love you.
Yeah.
What other movie is there a really
Because how could that be
good,
positive? Why would you need that if that other person really did love you?
The guy falls. The Craft. That's right. She puts a love spell on the
Exactly,
guy.
yeah. I mean, he
and
lost his shit
Head
to
over
that movie.
fucking heels over
out
that
there
gal.
hanging out in their backyard in the
It was
middle
a
of
good
the night.
movie. I hate to say it, but that was a good movie.
That Craft was a good
It
movie.
was.
It was a tweeny witch movie, but it was such a good movie.
It was
I thought
different for its time too.
It was.
What
It was
late 90s?
It was almost
Mid to late 90s?
groundbreaking.
Yeah,
Don't get carried away.
I liked it when they did that ritual, and then you seen all those different sharks dead, washed up.
Oh
on the
yeah, that was gnarly.
I pray to the
wa-
guardians of the watchtowers of the west.
beach. That's what you should have done, man. You could have probably got better energies.
Oh man, so the hurt spells. There's so many hurt spells here. Discordant darkness, flames of victory and charms.
When I was a kid, you know how many hurt spells I put on you that never really worked? I was trying to figure them out by, I guess, trial and error.
Because I'm a badass.
Was you burning his pictures and stuff?
Dude,
like
I did. I mostly just a lot of hoping that he would get killed.
I pissed in the toy box when I was a kid.
That's not a fake story. I woke up one morning, I'm on the top bunk, and I look over in the corner of the room, and he's standing there peeing in our toy box.
How much did you have to drink that night?
I was a kid.
He was
Yeah,
like
still.
8 or 9. Anyway, that was the end of that toy box.
Well, yeah, I mean, because
I have that toy box in my basement now, by the way. Did you know that?
the one I pissed in.
Yeah, it was-
No
it's-
shit.
Is
Did
it
you
still
clean
marked by his territory?
Did you clean it out? Does your dogs hate it? Don't they?
clean.
Every dog walks past has to take a piss.
You used to do a lot of crap like that when you were kids. We're not going to get into that.
We talked about the mace last episode.
The who?
When I maced you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That's not black magic. That's just,
Resurrection spells. We got some of that stuff going on here.
which is
too.
apparently a death spell.
That can't be a
That's
good
necromancy,
thing either, though.
right?
Resurrection spells. I mean, it doesn't ever state like basically zombies. You know, would you want to come back to life, but
Well,
your
that's like a
body was
voodoo thing, too.
thrashed?
Okay,
you
so
know?
it says when cast by the most powerful tantrics, these spells can bring a dead person or animal back to life. However, the majority of the time, these spells will only succeed in contacting the dead spirit, since it takes much more magical power to return the spirit to a body than just to contact it. That makes sense. I mean, you got to be like a level 7 wizard to bring him back, but only a level 3 to contact it. I mean,
I can see
I just
that.
made that up. That's my own, but I thought
All right, the levels thing is
It's a
there's
good
no official like
interpretation.
Right, no.
international standard.
no.
It's a good interpretation, though. You know, that guy's that much more powerful. You got to be this
Right,
more
yeah.
powerful to do it.
Yeah.
Well, they if you see it on YouTube, it's called Satanism in Hollywood or something like that, and it's about a guy. They had a contest going to see who would want to summon and make a deal with the devil, and they would.
I would.
He did months, almost like a year of prep. The show did for it because they said that part of the ritual is you have to be head fully into it, or they won't listen to you. So he had to make his own paper, his own ink. Everything. It's really crazy. He's a rock star. He had a great run career, but then his life shot to shit right after it.
Reanimation or resurrection, I'm pretty sure. Yes, there is a difference, Eli.
And reanimation wouldn't be like you bringing back the brain that was with it, the soul.
Wow, and Jay, I have no idea what you're talking about. Sacrificed a potential baby Terminator.
I think he's talking about maybe.
Did we say that?
I don't know. I don't remember talking about sacrificing no baby Terminator.
Wow. I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. But here, so check this out. It should also be noted that there's only a certain amount of life force in the universe. Thus, when you attempt to bring back a life, you must steal life force from other living beings to do so. Only the most experienced of casters are able to control where this life force is taken from.
Life must be paid for with a death.
Which it brings me back to another thing that I have written down. It is said that every time anyone uses black magic, more evil is released into the world. So that kind of goes right with what that's saying. That like
Neither of you guys watch Game of Thrones, but there's something they have in there called blood magic, where you have to kill somebody. Like she wanted Daenerys, the mother of dragons, wanted her husband to be saved, but like the blood witch tricked her and then killed her baby. I don't know. I'm
pretty sure you fucked
Well,
that up, and
blood-
I've never even seen it.
Blood
Skip
magic
seas.
goes all the way back to Druids, though. That
Sure,
was a
yeah, you were saying
big
that.
part of their culture. Yeah, I mean, they even showed in different movies and stuff. Blood magic's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
common term.
everyone from watching all the movies, you see, like when they're performing some sort of dark arts ritual, whatever it may be, resurrection, anything. There's always like an amulet of blood. Okay, there's blood there, so that's got to be like a big thing. You know what I mean? Blood's got to be big in all
The
this.
key is in the blood.
So what about spells of
proof's in the
banishment?
pudding.
Banishing spells, you know about those?
I don't know a whole lot about banishing spells.
So
I wish I
basically
could
it's
banish
simple.
you sometime.
They're actually
That-
common.
that's what they're for. So say you cast a spell of
That's what they're
banishment.
for.
Dick.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, so say I cast a spell of banishment on
From
you.
your presence, yes.
That means if I go to a restaurant, you can't go to that restaurant. But if I fuck it up, and in reverse, now wherever you go, I can't go.
Oh yes, it says if miscast, you'll be banished from their presence.
So we're on mostly taking this stuff from spellsandmagic.com because we're losers and didn't go find any books about witchcraft.
I wouldn't
Well-
even know where to start, really. I mean,
I feel like this is a pretty good place.
I'm
to
not
start.
a part of no cult, so I don't have that access to their library.
Why are you here then?
Oh,
reaching
the next
out.
One, the next ones are good. Binding spells. Like back to that movie.
Well,
The
what about
Craft.
banish spells though? Back on that, don't Catholic priests do that and stuff? And other people when
It's
they
kinda
walk
like an
into a
exorcism,
home
isn't
and
it?
well, when they bless it out, they use like sage or
Well, because they're like
other
banishing the
stuff.
spirits or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a similar thing, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you can use it for either way, but
Catholicism isn't hokey or nothing. It's just Satanism with their weird burning stuff and, you know.
Satanists say they have the better rituals anyway. Christians do.
Okay, so binding spells are used to bind or hold things. The usual reason for this is to bind a person or spirit to prevent it from doing damage to itself, someone else, or you. So that movie, The Craft, remember that chick? She pissed her all off when she chanted that.
Nancy or whatever.
I bind you
yeah.
from doing damage to yourself or anyone else. Remember at the end when she bound her?
But before
Couldn't
that, she
do
did it to
anything.
the
She couldn't
picture,
do-
though, too.
She couldn't do any magic to anybody because she was bound. She did a binding spell
Bummer.
on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
thought that
Remember
was
earlier
pretty
in the
cool.
movie though, she was before they got to that point, she was actually like wrapping a piece of string around the picture of Nancy while she was saying it, while she's like standing on that little bridge.
I don't remember
You don't
that.
remember that?
No
Yeah,
shit.
she tried it once before, and that's what pissed her off originally.
Oh, yeah.
Because she even said in the bathroom, and don't try no more binding spells on me.
I think that's a pretty interesting thing, like with that movie, because like the shit happened to them after they did their magic, and the one chick had the scars all over her back.
Yeah.
But after
That was different, wasn't it?
Yeah, but after it like got worse, like once
Oh, it came back on her
it
twofold.
came back on
or
her
whatever.
Yeah.
tenfold, twofold, however it happened. Yeah, so like if you're not careful, I guess with these black magic spells or whatever, you don't cast them right.
What I liked about it too with that movie was the fantasy was really good because they even stated in the movie they basically removed God and devil from the whole theory of that movie.
Right, yeah, that was good about it because it didn't have like the
didn't
whole
have that controversy
the
of people
verses,
watching
the
it.
God versus the devil or the religion aspect of it. That was more just like this is what the witchcraft. It was the craft.
The person they prayed to or whatever it was, they even said if the God and devil's playing football, manna would be the ground that they played on, the stadium that they in, the sun that shined down.
Right,
on
right,
them.
the air that they're breathing.
That's who they were.
What's that
whatever.
That's from the craft. Remember,
Because
Mano,
they didn't believe they didn't believe in the devil or the God. They believed in that thing that was everything.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Watchtowers, whatever. What do you guys know about conjuring spells? This is what we need for Wednesday.
The Conjuring.
Conjuring, yeah, that's for demons, bringing back
So
seances.
Spellsandmagic.com says there are two types of conjuring spells: to conjure objects and conjure spirits. We want the spirit kind.
So it'd be more of a seance, is
Unless
what you're
you can
looking
conjure,
for.
like,
Well,
big
who knows? There's all
boxes of
kinds of
money.
conjuring spells for different types of conjuring.
Because when I think of conjuring, I think of seances. People trying to summon the dead relatives.
There's
and
plenty of
things
ways
like
to
that,
do that.
I would like to conjure a big box of pepperoni
But
pizza.
there's something here that I wanted to read that makes me kind of not want to do this. It says when these spells are cast incorrectly, the caster is usually haunted for the rest of their lives by the tormented soul they have tried to conjure. And it says these spells should only be done by like true casters.
What does it say about the guy standing in the other room waiting for it to be done with?
Oh, he says it'll be fine. I'm gonna probably send you in to start this one off, Mark. If it
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
if it looks like it's going good, I'll come and push you out of the way and finish it. But
Hopefully it's the last part of the spell that's the one I got to worry about. you know?
right. What else we got? Energy spells. Those are good energy, bad energy. It's pretty boring. Nightmare spells. Nightmare spells are spiritual spells that carry a great amount of power with them. Again, I'm almost reading verbatim from this. I don't ever want to do another topic where we got to read shit like this.
I
This
like
is
what
kind of a hard
Ellie
one, though.
said on the chat right there. Ellie, what religion
Eli.
support, or Eli, I'm sorry, what religion support the practice of the magnet?
Hinduism.
Hindu.
Yeah,
You was talking about that earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, Hinduism's like the main religion that has magic, but we're not Hindu, so we don't know a lot about it.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I could be Hindu.
Well, the word tantric, which is a magic practitioner, comes from Hindu.
Yeah, because that's what they call like conjurers or even people that use these spells are
Right,
tantrics.
they're called tantrics, yeah.
They even say today that the magnets, if you put them in your shoes or carry magnets with you, it'll like drain the negative energy out of you.
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of it's
kinda-
caused by radio frequencies.
Like
and,
ionizing wristbands and shit
Yeah.
with the 2 copper balls.
Oh
on the
yeah,
end,
yeah, but that's I don't think that has anything to do with magic though.
but I
I mean, it's close.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see, nightmare spells. So you give someone poor night's sleep. They can also be used to remove bad dreams at the same time. So you can either give somebody nightmares or remove them with a nightmare spell.
or buy a $10 dream catcher.
Didn't you say your wife had a bad run of?
Yeah, she had something called.
She was being
night
haunted.
terrors.
Long story short, she was being haunted.
She felt like there was a demon, actually.
Right.
Well, I'm not saying there wasn't, but I don't even remember how that turned out. Maybe the dog had something to do with getting rid of it. I don't recall. But it's gone now, so that's good.
I think too, man. When
Did
something's
you cast a spell?
when something's fucking
I
with you
didn't.
and you can't explain what it is, your mind will jump to certain conclusions because you're trying to rationalize
Who knows?
what the hell is happening to you.
Right.
What else kind of spells we got? Power spells, which more or less it's just a lot like the energy spells.
Good fortunes and stuff like that, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Revenge spells.
Revenge spells. Those sound crazy cool.
I wish I knew one of them because there are some people I would love to be able to just like nothing horrible, but like every
It's
time
almost
they-
like a spell of bad luck from what I'm reading.
Yeah, like when the guy from McDonald's hands you your iced tea through the drive-through, he spills it all over you. You know, like that
Yeah,
type of bad
you,
luck. Like I
your
don't want
brakes
you to
will
get
go
in
out
a
and
car
get a
wreck.
fender bender.
I would
Like I'm
make
saying, I
you-
don't want you to get in a car wreck, but I want you to just like totally be like pissed off about stuff. You know what I mean?
like
you just
every
had a
time you
bad
touch a
day.
piece of paper, you get a paper cut. No matter what
Right,
damn piece
yeah,
of
stuff
paper
like
it
that.
is.
Nothing serious, but just totally fucking annoying shit.
Big
you know?
novels are out of the question after that
You
point.
can't read it all.
That's funny. Well, that's the end of what I had on my outline for part 1. Boy, this turned out to only be like a 40-minute endeavor. That's kind of small, but
Well, there's a lot to it, though, if you think about it. Like we was talking about earlier, the Fey lines. You know, that has to be worked in magical doings.
Well,
You
we
know?
can talk about the different types of necromancy that there is.
That is, yeah.
There's a couple different types of necromancy. The classic and its subtypes, and I'm reading this also, like he was just saying from a webpage. But the classical is use of black magic in most cases to summon undead hordes of beings from the grave that walk aimlessly while devouring everything in their path. Whoa, that kind of sounds like a zombie.
Kind of.
Well, do you know we have a case of necromancy here in our home area? One of the very few in the New World ever.
Really?
It was on a documentary, and
You're talking
it's
about
out,
what The Exorcist was based on?
No. This was out in Belleville. There's an old farmhouse, and I recognize it because I drove past that with a former job, delivering Ethan Allen furniture and things like that back in the day. And I seen it, and then I seen it on this documentary. And what it was is in the backyard of this place, and I've been looking this up. I'm trying to find it for you guys because I was want to talk about it on last week's show. And what it was anyway, it was on this documentary. And they found a bunch of bodies in the back. And what the place used to be was, I guess, a crematorium or something like that. But what they found was these bodies weren't being burned. They had eyelids missing, fingernails missing. They had weird carvings on them and things like that. And then they found in the walls, like, bottles of teeth and things.
Really?
Teeth?
Teeth, yeah. Teeth, eyelids, too. Fingernails.
Hold up. They found eyelids? How would you ever tell it's an eyelid? One said
I don't know.
out.
Well, probably because they had
The eyelashes?
the eyelashes was still attached to them, and then they probably having the
Interesting.
access of what they had is able to keep it from rotting all the way out, putting like formaldehyde or whatever it is.
Formaldehyde?
Yeah, in there. And
Crack me up, man.
yeah, some words, man, some words. But anyway,
You and Eric are probably real good friends because you guys think a lot alike.
I think faster. My brain works faster than my fingers can type, and my brain also works faster than I can talk. And I'm not saying that I'm smart. I'm just saying that my brain goes faster than I can type or talk.
but that's the form of necromancy, is they're able to hold on to the body some way. That gives you power over the spirit that you're summoning.
That could be like a binding game.
And then they'll
almost.
use bodies too. This could also be more of a fantasized over the years, but they use the bodies, a dead body, carve it up and put like ruins on it, and summon a demon into it, and then you had a demon familiar that could do things for you.
Right. So what's the deal with why do they? Okay. So these rituals, these blood sacrifices and blood rituals, why do they carve things into people's skin? I wonder what the significance of that is. Like they
Runic
carve.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have
They
runes
carve
on
like
your neck? I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
I have ruins. Some of my family come from Vikings, so they're actually
so they're
Viking
Viking
language.
runics,
Yeah,
okay.
one's the Thoraz. It's the thorn. If you ever watched Michael Myers, it doesn't have the meaning that they had in that one.
Sure.
It's actually like it's the Iron Maiden symbol of like reflects people's harmful intentions towards you. The other one's a Urez, if I'm saying that right. It used to be an oxen that went extinct during their time, but it's a symbol of like strength, fertility, and things like that.
Kind of like Taurus.
Yeah, and the other one is more
Big,
of
strong
like
like
a
bull.
protection. So think of it like the Viking version of the Asian tattoos that everyone gets, you know?
Oh, so it's like a protection tattoo almost.
Yeah.
Even? Oh, that's cool. So that's what they're doing then in the rituals. They're like, carving a pentagram in a guy's forehead. So it's kind of like, fuck you.
I think they're
you're-
binding
Are you
stuff
saying that
to
maybe
them
Charles
while they do it.
Manson performed a spell when he put the swastika in his head?
I'm not saying that.
It's hard to say what that man did.
Right. Hey, you know what? There's a really good quote by Charles Manson. It has nothing to do with this, but it was like when Charles Manson was asked about Scientology, he genuinely replied, "That's too crazy for me."
Really?
That's Charles Manson saying that. So, I mean,
I didn't think there was a too crazy for that man.
Scientology.
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 That's where
You
he
guys
draws
met
the
L. Ron
line.
Hubbard?
Yeah.
The crazy motherfucker?
Yeah. So
You got all these celebrities that are Scientologists right now, you know,
Whoa.
and then you got Charles Manson won't even touch it.
Touched by a 12 gauge says he's casting a mirror spell on himself right now.
Interesting.
Wow.
What do you do with a
what's
mirror
a mirror
spell?
spell?
I know mirror spells are
I
used for
thought you
summoning
had this-
demons.
You had this wrote down earlier about a
No,
mirror
I didn't.
spell. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I swear you did.
A mirror spell is like it's like I'm rubber and you're glue. It bounces off me and sticks to you.
They also
I
use
don't
them
know how
for
accurate that is.
they also use them for summoning though.
It's in the Bible.
I don't
the
believe that
Bible.
either.
Which version, the King James or the Old Testament?
Don't worry about
You
it.
pick.
The Gideon's Bible I saw in a hotel one time.
Yeah.
Well,
in a drawer.
I do know.
It was written in by hand.
That's a Rocky Raccoon reference.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No,
lost.
Gideon's Bibles are in all the hotels, you dipshit.
Right, but-
it's not just a Beatles thing. That's real.
Right. No, because it's not just Gideon's placed by the Gideons. That's not the only Bibles that they put in
I'll
hotels.
throw a remote at you. No, but that's where they're all at. You don't have Gideon's Bibles at your house.
Well, no, but what about like Gideon Church?
How much trouble you get into for stealing a Bible? I mean,
none.
no, I'm talking about
About as much as
spiritually,
much
you
as
know?
another. Oh.
How high up is that?
Your
one?
soul. How much trouble does
How
your soul
high
get
is that
into?
up there?
Thou
It's
shalt
like-
not steal unless you're stealing the Bible to spread the good word.
Ooh,
yeah.
we found a loophole.
Yes, he did. If you're stealing it to fish more men into your cause, then I could see that, huh?
Exactly.
Oh,
well, what do you
man.
guys think about
Let's
it?
wrap
up
her
for part
up.
Well,
one?
the mirror thing, I did want to say that is actually a big magical practice, and they do it a lot in the Latin traditional things. And if you ever notice, some homes, especially with elderly people, they will keep sheets over their mirrors because they say it's a way the dead can make it way back into the world.
I've actually seen that in movies and heard that before. That
Yeah.
you keep a cloth over the mirrors so that they
And-
can't. It's like a portal, like a pathway in between.
Did you ever
net
see
worlds.
Poltergeist 3?
I think I did, but I can't remember a whole
Well,
lot. I'm
there
sure
was some
I
crazy
did.
They use a
mirror shit,
black
yeah.
mirror for summoning demons. That was in movies too,
Wait
but
a
it's
minute,
also came
black
in.
mirror?
Yeah, they will paint a mirror black, and they
Oh.
will use it for a ritual, and that's how they're able to bring a demon through. Because I guess demons are mirrors are gateways.
So wouldn't it just be a piece of glass at that point?
I just-
Isn't that like a mirror painted black on the back? I mean,
Whatever
There
side I
are
guess.
black mirrors,
yeah.
sir. It's a thing.
There really is like black glass mirrors. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought they were spray painted or something.
right. Well, isn't that what you do to make a mirror? You take a piece of glass, paint the fucking back of it, you got a mirror.
With a special coating, yeah. It's not like you just paint the back of it.
I mean, if you had silver paint or something like reflective tape.
All right, folks, this has been part 1. YouTube, we'll see you here in about 20.
No, hey,
20
hold on. I got a whole outro I got to do here. You're
yeah,
jumping
well,
the gun.
I was cutting you off because you just went to crazy town on me.
He just went to plaid.
What did that spell do for you?
Right. That's
What was in that spell? I want some.
Okay, everybody. This has been Surreal Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal, brought to you this week and every week by Amazon. If you're looking to do any online shopping, visit surrealtalkpodcast.com/Amazon to be forwarded to our special Amazon page where any purchases that you make directly support our show.
And still, I don't think anybody's ever used that.
That's
so
okay.
somebody orders something. I know you're out there using Amazon. Everybody uses Amazon.
You just
I
hurt
don't use
Dr.
Amazon.
Binks' feelings. He's
Hey,
bummed.
run that up to next part so I can tell them what we're going to be talking about in the next episode. Run that up.
All right, hold on a second.
Okay, so also if you're into audiobooks, go to the website, surrealtalkpodcast.com, click the Audible banner to create your 30-day trial and download your free audiobook. Well, that sounds good, promising. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube accounts. That's facebook.com/surrealtalk, twitter.com/surrealtalk show, and youtube.com/surrealtalkpodcast. So you join us here in a little bit for your YouTubers. It'll be about 20 minutes. For the podcast, it'll be a day or so. We're going to be talking about voodoo, the different types of voodoo, Chinese black magic, how to remove black magic spells, different types of spells, things you might not have known about voodoo, and voodoo in general. And you know our episode number 2 is always going to be the pop culture. So.
I was going to say this one's going to be the one to skip people.
No, don't skip this one. The next one's going to be fun.
We had a couple late people here that can't wait to be back.
Cool. We'll see you guys all here in a bit then.
Yep. See you here in a few. Leave
right,
a
see you
review.
soon.
iTunes,
Bye.
Stitcher. What are you doing here? The recording's over. Go home. But come back
please,
in 20 minutes.
Clean your shit up on the way out.
Oh, crap. I did not record that first half at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
At all?
Well, it's on YouTube. I'll just have to pull the